So this is how the average person manifests their life. In fact, it is normal to manifest an average life in 3D, which I'll talk about a little bit in today's video. But if you'd rather manifest a great life than an average life, please pay attention, because I've got 5 warning signs of the average type of manifesting so that you can avoid them and manifest a tremendous life for yourself. Hello again, friends. This is Andrea Schulman, back with another Law of Attraction video. And let's jump on in to the first way that average people, normal average people, manifest their realities. And this is something you want to avoid at all costs if you want to manifest a tremendous reality rather than an average one. And this has to do with manifesting through delusions of grandeur. Delusions of grandeur, okay? And this is actually a psychological term. Delusions of grandeur. It's like this false belief that you are greater than you actually are. And the first thing to understand about this is that you really are truly great. You are an infinite creator, okay? You really are. You have infinite potential, infinite capabilities. However, we are living on the physical, material plane, which means that we are living a separate experience. We are living with the experience of being separate from lots of stuff that's actually going on. Now, that doesn't mean we don't have access to it, and it doesn't mean that we aren't truly infinite, but it does create a very interesting dynamic here on the material plane. It's almost as if we all kind of understand intuitively that we are great, that we are infinite, but that often translates into delusions of grandeur in that on the material plane, you will often see people, average people, normal people, thinking that they know it all. They've got it all figured out. They don't need help. They don't need your assistance. They don't need to learn. They don't need to grow. They've already got it all figured out. And this is a tremendous block to manifesting greatness into your reality. People who create really magnificent lives and manifest tremendous things into their lives, you will see them doing something over and over and over again. And that is reaching out to get more information, taking counsel, taking advice, and allowing themselves to be led rather than assuming they have it all figured out. See, when we have delusions of grandeur, that we've got it all figured out, we already know everything, we don't need help, again, we put out a big block. Instead of staying connected to all of that infinite information that's out there to guide us and to help us create the realities that we really, really want, we put up a block. I don't need your help. I've already got it figured out. That won't work for me. And maybe you know some people like this. Do you know anybody in your life who's living a rather ordinary, average life, who seems to think they already have it all figured out? And have you ever tried giving that person some advice or offering them a suggestion only for them to, kind of put their hand up and say, no, that's not going to work for me? And you may know very well that that information is going to help them out tremendously, but they're totally blocked to it because they already believe they know everything. So the irony here is that great people who really manifest tremendous lives do not tell themselves they have it all figured out. Rather, they stay open to guidance. They stay open to information. They stay open to learning. So if you want to manifest a great life rather than an average life, be mindful of those delusions of grandeur. All right, now when it comes to how average people manifest their realities, there is another thing that's very, very common, which is that they react to the external world rather than set the tone for the external world. Okay, they react to the external world rather than set the tone. Now again, you are an infinite creator. You do have the potential to manifest really anything that you want, a truly great and marvelous experience and reality. But in order to do that, You have to set the tone because it's all happening because of you. And so average people, when they're manifesting average lives, what they're usually doing is they're wandering through reality and just reacting to it. They aren't setting forth any kind of intention. They're not setting the tone. They're not being very obvious about the energy that they want to experience. They're just kind of letting things happen and reacting to them. So for a good example of this, you might want to think of, people who go to a party. Okay. And so we could think about two different kinds of people at the party. We could think about the person who's just the life of the party. Everybody loves being around them. They're having a great old time. Everyone's having a great time with them. And they're manifesting a truly wonderful experience at the party. And you can contrast that with the average party goer who is showing up and, they're kind of mingling, but they're not really in the mix. They don't necessarily feel like they're the life of the party. And you will see that those two people are doing very different things with the external world. The person who is working the room, the person who is the popular one at the party, everyone wants to be around them, that person walks into the party setting the tone. Doesn't matter what's going on when they walk in the door. They're walking in, big smile, go up and talk to people. They are walking in with a high level of energy and projecting it into the room and getting the room amplified up. That's what they're doing. Whereas the average party goer, it really depends on what's going on when they show up. So if they show up to the party and the party is going well, they'll have a good time. But if they show up to the party and the energy is kind of low, maybe there's not good food, there's not good music, their friends aren't there, they will suddenly lower their vibration to match the tone of the party and have a very average time. So you want to be mindful of this. If you want to manifest truly great results in your life all over the place, no matter what you're walking into, you want to be the one setting the tone. You want to walk into every situation with a high degree of energy, expecting positive things, taking positive action. If you just wait for the external world to tell you that things are good, you're going to miss out on a lot of really good stuff because you're not going to be creating really great stuff. So be mindful of that. Do not react to the external world. Instead, set the tone for it. Now, I have 3 more ways that the average person manifests their reality. But first, if you enjoy law of attraction videos that blow your mind, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put out law of attraction videos like this every single week, and I know you'll enjoy coming along for the ride. All right, but for our next way here on how average people manifest their realities, one thing that is so common is that they deliberate. They think about it. They think things over. They think things through. They got to run it by everybody before they make a decision. And so this is a rampant behavior in the world of the average person that really sets the stage for not manifesting a truly great reality. And we often put deliberating or thinking about it on a pedestal, that it's a good thing to think things through and to not act rashly and to, make sure that you research everything. But it really does violate a strong principle of the law of attraction, which is that you want to take quick action. If you feel inspired to do something like make a phone call, purchase a car, start a YouTube channel, whatever it is, if you feel that inspiration, that is the universe telling you the path to your dream life. It's telling you, hey buddy, you got to go ahead and start this if you want to get where you want to go. And so when we deliberate, what we do is we don't follow that guidance. We take our time. We think it over. We want to talk to 100 people. And the universe is always giving you real-time advice. It's telling you right now, now's the time to act. Now's the time to do this. And if you don't take that action, it's like you're ignoring your GPS when you're driving. So your GPS is saying, time to turn right. And you're like, you know what? I'm just going to think about it. Let me keep on driving. Well, there'll be another opportunity to turn right, but you missed your most efficient route to your desired result. Now the trip's gonna take longer. Now it's gonna remap you, it's gonna reroute you, it's gonna have to give you another way. And if it tells you to turn right a few miles down the road, and again, you're deliberating, I don't know, well, now you're putting off the trip even further. And so you really want to train yourself. If you don't want to have an average life, if you want to have a spectacular life where you're making dreams come true and you're living the life that you want, you're getting the things that you want to condition yourself to have a habit to take quick action. You will absolutely see that the greatest people on earth, and when I say great, I just mean people who are materializing their dreams at a rapid pace. These are people who take quick action. And if you look at the reverse, people who are living more average lives where they're just kind of staying in one spot, they're not really making things happen, you will see that this deliberating thing is rampant. So make sure to avoid it if you want to have a tremendous manifested reality. All right, now for our next way that average people manifest their reality. This is something else that is so common and so detrimental to manifesting a really great reality. And it is assigning blame or fault. Assigning blame or fault. So for the average person, when things don't go their way, or they haven't yet materialized a dream, or they manifest something that they don't want to have, instead of taking personal responsibility, I'm the creator, I'm the one making everything happen, they will assign blame. Well, this didn't work out because my boss is a jerk, or my neighbor doesn't like me, or my friend is mean, or the government made this rule, or that's going on, and it's why it didn't work out. Assigning blame or fault is the road. It is perhaps of all of these that I'm going to give you today, the absolute path to mediocrity. And the reason why is because, again, you are the infinite creator. You're creating everything. When you start to say, it's this person's fault, this person's fault, this person's fault, what you're training yourself to believe is that you are not the creator. You are not the one in charge. You are a victim to the outside world. See, every time we assign blame outside of ourselves, we're reinforcing the idea that we are victims. And what ends up happening is that if that's the message we start buying into, we start to create a reality that proves to us that we are victims, because the law of attraction will always match what we're putting out. And so if we're constantly saying, this person's out to get me, this isn't working out for me, this isn't working out for me, you're so powerful, you'll create that reality even more, even more, even more. And trust me, I was the queen of this. I manifested, not an average reality when I was younger, but a spectacularly horrible one through victim mentality. And so please, 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 you always want to go ahead and just take ownership. I don't care how bad it was, take ownership. I was in a bad mood when I showed up to the party, so of course I manifested that. I wasn't expecting good things when I got there, so of course I manifested that. Always be reminding yourself that, you know what, I was putting something out that matched me up with that. And I know that for some things that can seem like it can be hard to do, to take responsibility for things that seem horrible, things that seem really bad. But at the end of the day, when you do, it is actually truly liberating. It is way more liberating to know that you're the one that did it rather than it just happened to me. And at any given moment in time, the universe can strike vengeance on me is a terrible way to feel. Okay, and so make it a habit of always taking responsibility for everything. And it will empower you. And the more empowered you are, the greater the life that you will manifest will become. Did that make any sense? Oh, and I've got one more way that the average person manifests their reality. But if you are enjoying this video, I do also have a Law of Attraction playlist on YouTube. If you haven't yet checked it out, please make sure to do so. I've got lots of really awesome Law of Attraction tips, tricks, and hacks for you to try out. So I will go ahead and make sure to drop a link below in the description to that playlist if you'd like to watch it after this video. All right, but for another way that average people manifest their realities has to do with the scope of their dreams. Average people tend to set very small aspirations for themselves rather than very big ones. So if you look at people who are really accomplishing lots of stuff, they've got crazy, crazy dreams. They want to build Fortune 500 companies. They want to send a rocket to the moon. They want to take people to Mars. They've got these crazy big dreams. But the average person, their dreams are often a lot smaller. I want to manifest a couple $100. I want to manifest perhaps a new car. I want to manifest maybe a new purse. And it's a lot smaller. It's not this really grandiose vision. Now, it's perfectly fine to want to manifest smaller things. And in fact, it can be very helpful when you get going with the law of attraction to manifest smaller things because it will give you faith and understanding in your power as a creator. But as you start to understand the law of attraction and get comfortable with it, I would highly advise setting some really big goals for yourself, just because it will get you thinking bigger. And the bigger you think, the bigger you will attract. And if you enjoy new and exciting ways to make your big dreams come true, you may really enjoy looking into my Law of Attraction membership program. I do have a membership database with over 225 manifesting resources on a whole wide range of topics, including, how to manifest successful business, career, weight loss, money, relationships, all kinds of topics. It does come complete with its own app, and members do receive 3 new audio downloads every single month. If you're interested in learning about my Law of Attraction membership program, I will go ahead and link it up below in the description so you can check it out if you would like to. Additionally, if you are new to my work here, I would love to invite you to take my Law of Attraction test. If you would like to know for sure that you are the creator of your reality and what you think is what is created in your reality, I've designed a very simple 5-minute test where you can prove it to yourself. And to take that test now, you can go to manifestingtest.com. Again, that is manifestingtest.com. I will put a link below in the description as well for that to make it easier for you. Thanks so much for watching today's video on how average people manifest their lives. I really hope that you enjoyed it. And of course, I look forward to bringing you another video soon. Bye-bye.